A movie script is sabotaging financial accounts worldwide. This statement seems impossible, but the structure of Hollywood storytelling has installed a fatal flaw into the mind of nearly every trader, a flaw that pushes them toward ruin, completely unaware of its source. Every film follows a predictable path: the setup, the confrontation, and the resolution. A hero faces a challenge, struggles through rising action, and triumphs in a final, decisive battle. We have been trained since childhood to expect this narrative structure in everything. The trader unconsciously projects this mental map onto the market. They see their trading career not as a process of statistical analysis, but as an epic story. They are the hero. The market is the villain. And one great trade will be the climax. This creates the climax fallacy. The trader begins hunting for that one, life-changing trade, the single event that will resolve all their financial struggles and validate their journey. They ignore the small, consistent wins in favor of swinging for the grand finale. But the market has no script, it has no climax and no resolution. It is a continuous stream of probability, devoid of narrative. It does not care about heroes or villains. It is pure, unfiltered chaos governed by math, not storytelling. When a trader forces a story onto this chaos, the system begins to break. The most dangerous part of the Hollywood script is not the expectation of a climax, but the psychological need for a clear antagonist. In every movie, the hero's purpose is defined by the villain they must defeat. This binary opposition is fundamental to storytelling. It simplifies complex realities into a struggle between good and evil, right and wrong. This simplification is deadly in trading. Traders influenced by this thinking start to personify the market. They talk about fighting the market or beating the market. A losing trade is not a statistical event. It is a personal attack by a malicious entity. This is the villainization error. This error leads directly to revenge trading. After a loss, the trader feels wronged by the villainous market. They abandon their strategy to enter a new trade immediately, not based on probability, but on a desire to get back at their foe. Conversely, a winning trade makes them feel like the hero who has vanquished the beast. This creates overconfidence and ego. They believe they have figured out the villain's weakness and begin taking larger, more reckless risks, convinced they are invincible. The professional trader has no villain. They see the market as a neutral environment, like the weather. You do not get angry at the rain or feel heroic when the sun shines. You simply adapt your actions to the objective conditions. Escaping the hero/villain trap is the second step, but the third and most subtle trap is the one that destroys accounts during periods of high volatility: the expectation of a perfect Hollywood plot twist. Plot twists in movies provide resolution. The hero, in their darkest moment, discovers a secret key or a hidden weakness that allows them to turn defeat into victory. This moment of sudden reversal is deeply ingrained in our narrative expectations. Traders fall victim to the plot twist fallacy. When a position is going heavily against them, their account draining, the Hollywood script in their mind whispers for them to hold on. It tells them the dramatic reversal is just around the corner. They ignore their stop-loss, the logical point of exit, because in a movie, the hero never quits moments before the comeback. Quitting is for side characters, not the protagonist. This confusion between strategic retreat and narrative failure is catastrophic. The market, however, rarely provides neat plot twists. Trends can continue far longer than anyone thinks is rational. The hope for a V-shaped recovery, the storybook ending, is what turns a small, manageable loss into a total account wipeout. The professional understands that there is no plot. There is only probability. Their system is designed to take small losses frequently. They are not waiting for a plot twist. They are executing a statistical model where individual outcomes are meaningless. To escape these fallacies, you cannot just try to ignore them. You must replace the Hollywood script with a new, more powerful mental model. You must stop thinking like a moviegoer and start thinking like a casino. The casino is the ultimate model for a professional trader, A casino does not hope or pray for a specific outcome on any single spin of the roulette wheel. It knows that over thousands of spins, its small, persistent edge will guarantee profitability. Your trading strategy is your statistical edge. It might be only a 55% win rate, with wins being slightly larger than losses. That is your equivalent of the 0 and 00 on the roulette wheel. It is a small, unexciting, but powerful truth. The casino operator never gets emotionally attached to one spin. A player winning $1,000 is statistically irrelevant. Likewise, a trader must view a single trade, whether a win or a loss, as nothing more than a single data point in a large sample size. This requires a complete identity shift. You are not the hero of a story. You are the manager of a probability-based business. Your job is not to fight villains or predict plot twists. Your job is to execute your edge flawlessly, over and over again. This mindset liberates you. There is no more stress about the outcome of any one trade. The only thing that matters is perfect execution of the system. Did you follow your rules? Yes? Then the outcome is irrelevant. You did your job. By replacing the Hollywood script with the casino model, you remove emotion and ego, leaving only the cold, hard math of your edge. This is the foundation. But even the world's most famous investor is misinterpreted through this same Hollywood lens. So we have revealed the invisible enemy. The narrative fallacy, born from a lifetime of watching movies, programs the trading mind for failure by creating an expectation for climaxes, villains, and plot twists where none exist. The antidote is a system, not a story. Your new tool is the casino mindset. When you feel the urge for a heroic trade or fear a villainous market, you now have the awareness to stop. You can consciously override the script and ask, am I acting like a movie hero or a casino manager? This shift from narrative to probability is the single greatest leap a developing trader can make. It is the operating system that runs beneath any successful strategy. But this principle applies far beyond short-term trading. It applies to all forms of investing. Many believe they can bypass this system by simply following the story of the world's greatest investor, Warren Buffett. They see his story as the ultimate hero's journey. But what if that story is the most misunderstood Hollywood script of all? Everyone thinks Buffett's strategy is about buying good companies and holding them forever. This narrative is dangerously simple. The video on your screen right now deconstructs this myth and reveals the complex psychological and structural system that he actually built. Understanding that system is the next level of revelation. It is the difference between copying the hero's lines and understanding the director's vision. Click the video on the screen now to learn why simply copying Buffett is a recipe for failure.